Hello and welcome. So today we're going to be reviewing moon landing memes. I'm super excited. Let's get right to it. When you find out that NASA has faked or photoshopped every photograph you've ever seen of Earth, this one really hits close to home. I can relate. When I found out that all our photos of the Earth were photoshopped or CGI or both, that hurt. I really felt like I was lied to. And in case you think that I'm making this up, let's go to NASA's website. Here we can read about Robert Simon, who photoshopped the blue marble, the photo that everybody knows. You can look it up. It's fake. It's not a real photograph. And it even says here on the website, the last time anyone took a photograph from above low Earth orbit that showed an entire hemisphere, one side of a globe, was in 1972 during Apollo 17. Like, guys, that was so long ago. Like, that's crazy. That's absolutely nutty, man. Come on. Went to the moon, took 5 photos. Went to the bathroom, took 37 photos. Like, that's hilarious. Like, you go to the moon, you barely take any photos. Like, you literally do the greatest accomplishment that mankind has ever done. And then you have this girl that takes even more photos than you, and she just went to a bathroom. Like, come on, man. One small step for man, one giant lie for mankind. Oh, God. In 1969, we gave Holland a moon rock that turned out to be petrified wood. Why do we still trust our government? I don't know. I just think it's funny because, yeah, the moon rocks were petrified wood. You can look this up. Who takes all these pictures from outside the ISS? Where are all the stars and satellites? Because I was told that there's thousands of satellites, but I don't know where they are. I also don't know where all the stars are, but it's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Houston, we have lies. Yeah, very suspicious. Calls men on the moon in 1969, 239,000 miles away. Can't get a cell phone signal while camping in 2016. That's relatable. I also think it's funny that there was a 4-second delay in the live stream of the moon landing, but that's like an equal delay when it comes to watching CNN and you're talking at 2 different points in the country. It's funny. If you can't figure out that someone is lying to you, I'm not sure I can help you. CGI, man. I don't always go into outer space, but when I do, it's from inside a NASA bathtub. Oh, you liar. Do these look like guys who just traveled successfully to the moon and back, or are they being forced to lie and say they did? Guys, think critically here. Do these look like heroes? Do these look like the men that did the greatest achievement of mankind? Or do they look guilty as hell? Be honest. Did you know that the moon didn't start glowing until 1977? Does the moon's surface look like it's glowing bright enough to light up the Earth? Just saying, it's suspicious, man. Shadows don't lie. NASA does. NASA does lie. NASA claims they went to the moon in this. If you zoom in, you can see foil, tape, and curtain rods. Like, this is just embarrassing. Also, this thing in today's money is supposed to be worth like 16 billion, 17 billion. That's with a B. $17 billion. That doesn't look like $17 billion. That looks like a grade 8 science project. Discovering something that doesn't exist, like the moon landing. In the 1960s, we talked on this. We recorded on this. We watched TV on this. We wrote on this. We took photos with this. And we flew over 750,000 kilometers through deadly radiation belts, zero gravity, the complete vacuum of space while avoiding space debris and landed on the moon with this. I'm calling bullshit on this one. This is Neptune. This is CGI. Oh, NASA. You love your CGI. NASA accidentally recorded over the original moon landing tapes and lost a critical piece of human history forever. That's a really big loss. Oh, NASA, that's got to be one of the most embarrassing mistakes that humans have ever made, is that you record the greatest achievement ever and, we accidentally recorded over the tapes. Oops. America, a country where people believe the moon landing is fake, but wrestling is real. I got nothing about wrestling, but it's hilarious. Took me 10 minutes to find what's wrong with this picture. No idea. Oh, took me 10 minutes to find what's wrong with this picture. That's hilarious. That's funny. Accomplishments. You can fool all of the people all of the time if your effect budget is large enough. Man, NASA gets 57 million a day, guys. It's like 22 billion a year. Like, they can fake it. They have the money to fake it. In 1969, NASA possessed the technology to land on the moon, but not the technology to fake the moon landings. This one is, it's so funny, man, because people will say this all the time. People will say they didn't have the technology to fake the moon landings. So it's like, okay, so NASA had the technology to actually go to the moon and back, but they didn't have the technology to fake it? Like, what kind of logic is that? Like, do people actually believe this? Ridiculous. You sit on a throne of lies. Yeah, $57 million throne of lies. Can't believe some people still think that the moon landing was fake. Man, this is the most realistic photo I've ever seen. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Memes are hilarious. We'll see you in the next video.